Hello students, welcome back. So today in electrochemistry I will continue the lecture with standard hydrogen electrode. Clear? So in your NCERT textbook this is a very important question about the standard hydrogen electrode. So see, the standard hydrogen electrode is not as a simple electrode which we have studied in the previous classes. In previous classes we have seen the electrode is one type of a metallic strip which is deep in its own salt solution. As we have seen, there was a one zinc metal and that zinc metal was dipped in the zinc sulfate solution. But here is not the same case. Here something is different. Standard hydrogen electrode is not a solid electrode, actually it is a gaseous electrode. We know we have studied the types of the electrode. In that types of the electrode we have seen the gaseous electrode. So that gaseous electrode we are going to study in detail here now. The topic is standard hydrogen electrode. Commonly it is also known as sheet. Commonly it is also known as a sheet. Clear? So this is not a normal electrode like we have studied. No, that was a zinc. It was a metallic strip. Zinc was there. That zinc electrode was deep in zinc sulfate solution. Then we have taken copper. So copper was dissolved. Copper was deep in the copper sulfate solution. Then we have taken Ag. So Ag was deep in the AgNO3 solution. So here not the same case. Here something it is different. Here we are making the gas, especially which gas? Hydrogen. We are making the hydrogen gas to work as an electrode. Now you know hydrogen is a gas. A gas cannot act as an electrode. Means what is the work of an electrode? Actually on electrode either oxidation occurs or reduction occurs. So we will make a setup in such a way that this hydrogen gas will either undergo oxidation or will undergo reduction. So before going into detail about standard hydrogen electrode, we will note down certain points related to standard hydrogen electrode. So first point. So point number 1 says it is also known as normal hydrogen electrode. Clear? So another name of standard hydrogen electrode is also known as a what? Normal hydrogen electrode, or you can write down NHE. Clear this part? Point number 2. Point number 2 says it is one type of a gaseous electrode. As I told you, it is one type of a gaseous electrode. Means what? Means here hydrogen gas, here the hydrogen gas will act as a electrode. And what is the work of an electrode? Either they will act as an anode, and if they are acting as an anode means they will go oxidation or they will undergo reduction in cathode. So similarly here we will make hydrogen to undergo either oxidation or will undergo the reduction. That's why I am telling you this is a one type of a gaseous electrode. Point number 2. Point number 3. It is one of the half cell. It is one of the half cell of an cell. Means, see last lectures we have seen that a cell is formed by combining two half cells. Yes or no? We have seen this. What we are used to take? We are taking one half cell as A, another half cell as B, like zinc and copper. Okay, we were used to connect the salt bridge. Then here one electrode, and we were used to complete the circuit. This we say as a complete one cell. So this portion is also what? One half cell, another half cell. So by combining two half cell by an external circuit, we form a cell. Similarly, a standard hydrogen electrode is one type of a what? It is a one type of a half cell of a cell. See in cell there are two half cell 1, half cell 2. By combining these two half cell we are making one cell. Now standard hydrogen electrode is one of the half cell. From this cell it is one of the half cell. Either this is a hydrogen electrode or this is a hydrogen electrode. Clear? So next point you can note it down, that is hydrogen is one of the standard hydrogen electrode is one of the half cell of a cell. In a cell there are two half cells. Out of two, one of the half cell is what? Standard hydrogen electrode. Now in a cell there are two half cells. In a cell, there are two half cells. Out of one half cell will be sheet, that is standard hydrogen electrode. Now that cell, either it can undergo oxidation or it can undergo reduction, yes or no? See, if you are making a cell, so this is a cell, these are the two half cell. I will connect by means of a salt bridge, okay, and some external circuit with an electrode. Either if this is acting as an anode, this cell means this will act as a cathode, yes or no? Or vice versa, if this is acting as an anode, so this is acting as a cathode, yes or no? Similarly, standard hydrogen electrode is also what? One type of an half cell. So either it can become in the place of an anode or it can come in the place of a cathode. So next point I can write down that standard hydrogen electrode, fourth point. Please remember this very important point. Standard hydrogen electrode can act as anode or cathode. Yes or no? The standard hydrogen electrode can act as anode or it can act as a cathode. It depends on what? It depends on which is the another half cell is connected. Which is the another half cell is connected. Okay. So she can act as an anode. So another cell, another half cell will be cathode. If she is acting as a cathode, so another cell, another half cell which is in the connected will be acting as a anode. So there are two possibilities for standard hydrogen electrode. It can act as an anode as well as it can act as a cathode. Depend on which another half cell is connected to form a cell. Clear? Next, fifth point. It is considered to be a reference electrode. Reference electrode. What do you mean by reference electrodes? See, if you go to your NCERT textbook at page number 71, you will see number of electrode potential value. Zinc will be nearly minus 0.76, copper will be plus 0.34 value. How that value we got? We got that value in comparison of standard hydrogen electrode. Okay, we have taken that values of zinc and copper. Zinc value is minus 0.76, copper is 0.34. So that value is obtained. How it is obtained? It is obtained by comparing those value with what? With the standard hydrogen electrode. How it is compared? We will see in this class only. Okay. So you remember, it is considered to be a reference electrode. Reference electrode means what? This electrode, this standard hydrogen electrode, by seeing this standard hydrogen electrode, we are used to obtain other electrode potential values. Okay. So that's why I am telling reference electrode. See example. Zinc reduction potential value, you can check it out at your NCERT page number 71. Zinc value probably is minus 0.76 volt. How we got? What we have done? We have taken one half cell as zinc, another half cell as a standard hydrogen electrode. We have combined together, we have made a cell, and we got the value for zinc is what? Minus 0.76. How we got? We will see this. Okay. Similarly for copper, similarly for cobalt, similarly for nickel, similarly for Fe+3. So number of electrodes we have taken it, we have connected with standard hydrogen electrode and we have obtained the values of that particular electrode. That's why we say it is considered to be a reference electrode. Clear this part? We'll see later on this. Okay, next. And who told this is a reference electrode? It is according to IUPAC. Please remember, according to IUPAC. Okay, so it is considered to be a reference electrode according to IUPAC. 6th one. The reduction potential value or standard oxidation potential. You see, remember SOP means standard oxidation potential value or reduction potential value or SRP. See, remember these two words. SOP means standard oxidation potential or standard reduction potential values. The SOP and SRP. The SOP or SRP for sheet, that is standard hydrogen electrode, is assumed to be 0 volt. Please remember, this is very important value. Means, see, there will be certain values for reduction potential value for the zinc like minus 0.76 volt. For copper we got 0.34 volt. But for hydrogen, for standard hydrogen electrode, IUPAC says their SRP value, means standard reduction potential value, or their SOP value, standard oxidation potential value, should be assumed to be 0 volt. This is very important, but actual practice it not be 0. Some value is obtaining, but according to the rules, see in chemistry, if assumption is there, you have to remember. If exception is there, you have to remember. So there is a one assumption here. An assumption says what? That SOP means standard oxidation potential, or SRP, standard reduction potential for standard hydrogen electrode, means this electrode always assumed to be 0 volt, means they cannot, either they can accept the electrode nor they can lose the electrode according to IUPAC rules. So write down this. Okay. So from this I can derive one point more. The tendency means, see, standard oxidation potential means oxidation means loss of electron and reduction means gain of electron. So I can say like that tendency of gaining or losing, the tendency of gaining or losing of electron by standard hydrogen electron is assumed to be 0. Neither they can lose the electron nor they can gain the electron. So please remember the tendency means what? Capability, capacity. The tendency of losing or gaining of electron by sheet is 0. They can neither gain the electron nor they can lose the electron according to IUPAC rules. So please remember, or I can write down the MCQ also. See here, if I write down like this, H plus slash H2, okay, means ion is converted into molecule, means it is a reduction. So reduction potential value is also 0. So standard reduction potential, so E0 H plus H2, or E0 oxidation means a molecule will lose the ion, so convert it into H plus. So H2 slash H plus equal to 0 volt, 0 volt. Please remember here half means to balance. Okay. So this is very important point. The standard oxidation potential or standard reduction potential for C, that is standard hydrogen electron, is assumed to be 0 volt. Means oxidation means they cannot lose the electron. Reduction means gaining of electron, means standard hydrogen electron does not have any capacity either to gain the electron or to lose the electron. So this is by the IUPAC rule, you have to remember. So this formula, reduction potential value 0 volt, oxidation potential 0 volt. Please note it down. Here. So next part we will go with the, I hope you written this, okay. If not, you can take a screenshot and you can have a pause. After taking the pause button, please revise it once more or write down in the book. Now we will see its construction, how it is constructed, what it is required, how the reactions are working. So next point we will see the construction. This question is very important because it can ask in the exam for the theory point of view as well as for the competition point of view. In theory question also it can come nearly for 3 to 4 marks. Sometimes problem is also coming, sometimes this problem is also coming. This theory, standard hydrogen electrode. Now we will see the construction. See, construction is very simple. We are taking one beaker. In that beaker, now see here, the word is standard. So standard means, I told you, no, standard conditions we know, molarity should be 1 molar, gas if it is involved it is 1 bar pressure, temperature means 298 Kelvin. So everything should be maintained in this cell. So I am taking 1 molar solution. Solution of what? Solution of H plus. H plus means what? Acid. So I will take here 1 molar H plus solution. Oh, who can give me H plus? HCl. Yes or no? I can take instead of here H2SO4, but H2SO4 will give me 2H plus. Yes or no? 2H2. H2SO4 I can take, means H2SO4 it will give me what? 2H plus plus SO4 2 minus. So I am not taking here H2SO4 presently. Okay. Instead of HPCl, yes, you can take H2SO4, you can take HNO3, you can take any H plus. And H plus means what? Acid. Yes or no? So I am taking what? I am taking one beaker. In this beaker, I am taking 1 molar H plus solution or HCl solution. Clear this part? So I am taking 1 molar H plus solution. Next, in this, what I will do? I will do one arrangement. See the arrangement. You can find in your NCERT textbook. Okay. Here I am taking one. See, I will take what? I will take one platinum strip. This is platinum strip, which is coated with platinum black. Okay. So I am taking one platinum. You can take one piece of a small piece of a platinum or one very small piece of platinum. Okay. And that platinum piece is coated with platinum black. Okay. So I am coating this. Clear this part? So I am telling what? This is platinum strip. I will tell why we are taking platinum strip. Platinum strip coated with platinum black. Platinum black is nothing but a platinum powder. That's it. Okay. Now you make a contact with your platinum, and this contact is taken with an Hg electrode, and here this is wire plus. So this is Hg electrode. Clear? So what I have taken? I have taken platinum strip. See, you can see this platinum strip. This platinum strip is coated with platinum black. Why, sir? Why? There are 2 points. Why we are taking platinum? Point number 1, we are taking platinum because it will absorb hydrogen. The reason of taking of platinum is what? Absorbs hydrogen. First point. See, this point should not be written in the exams, okay? This I am telling only for knowledge purpose. You will be wondering, why I have taken platinum? Instead of platinum, I would have taken silver. I would have taken copper. Why platinum? Because platinum have a capacity to absorb hydrogen. So first point, platinum I have taken, and why I have taken the platinum? Because the platinum have a capacity to absorb hydrogen. Clear this part? Next, I have coated with platinum black. Yes or no? So reason of coating with platinum black means what? To increase the surface area. See, a platinum is a very costly material. It's a more costly than gold. So it is very costly material. So I cannot take large piece. It will cost too much. So what I have taken? I have taken small platinum piece and then have coated with platinum black powder. As I go on coating with platinum black powder, the surface area will increase. So this much piece will be converted into this much piece after coating. Clear this part? So coating with platinum black is only the reason to increase the surface area. Nothing rocket science here. Okay. So why I have taken here platinum? So I have taken here platinum because it absorbs the hydrogen. Why I have coated with platinum black? I have coated with platinum black only the reason the platinum strip is very small. I have to increase the surface area. To increase the surface area, I have coated with the platinum black. Clear this part? You can copy, you can make a post, and you can draw the diagram. Clear this part? Now, what happens? So this is 1 molar H plus solution. This is platinum strip coated with platinum black, and from this portion I will allow to enter the hydrogen. Now you know hydrogen is a gas. Yes or no? And this is a standard condition. You have to maintain what? Standard condition. So this gas pressure should be 1 bar. Yes or no? And this occurring at 298 Kelvin. Other Kelvin temperature also it will occur, but for the standardity to maintain, I am writing here this whole process I am occurring at 298 Kelvin. So from this whole hydrogen gas will come. Now, what will happen? Now you will see this. Okay. So you can understand the construction. We have taken the beaker. In this beaker we have filled what? 1 molar H plus solution in which platinum strip which is coated with a platinum black is dipped in a glass electrode. This is a glass apparatus, something like, okay. So glass apparatus. Okay. Next, this is connected with a platinum. This is a small platinum strip here. You can write down. If it is given in book, I don't know. Platinum strip. Okay. Small platinum strip, and this is platinum black or small platinum strip here also, which is coated with what? Platinum black. This is connected to Hg electrode to make a contact with what? Electric current. This is one glass jar. From here hydrogen gas will come. From here hydrogen gas will enter. It will enter from here and will come to what? Platinum strip. Here platinum strip will absorb the hydrogen. As I told you, the platinum strip will absorb the hydrogen. How much hydrogen it can absorb? It will absorb. The unabsorbed hydrogen, it will start to release in the solution. So we will find certain bubbles. Clear this part? We will find certain bubbles. Now what you will see? Now we will see the reactions. See here. When hydrogen comes here, it will absorb the hydrogen. Now I told you this standard hydrogen electrode can act as a both. Either it can act as anode, yes or no? It can act as anode, or it can act as cathode. I told you no? That standard hydrogen electrode, it can act as a both. It can act as anode as well as it can act as a cathode. Suppose if it can act as an anode, so another half cell will be cathode. If it act as a cathode, so another half cell will be anode. So now I am telling, if standard hydrogen electrode act as anode, so what occurs here? Oxidation occurs. So oxidation occurs. And when oxidation occurs, so this hydrogen gas will start to lose the electron. Yes or no? Will start to lose the electron, and when hydrogen start to lose the electron, it will convert what? H plus ion. Balance the reaction. So this reaction occurs if she act as a anode. Okay, so it can act as an anode, so oxidation occurs, and if oxidation occurs, loss of electron takes place, means this reaction will occur. Clear this part? Next, you can write down here one bar. That I hope you understood. 1 molar. Clear? Suppose if it act as a cathode. Now here, oxidation occurs, means oxidation potential will there. Oxidation occurs means which value will be developed? Oxidation potential value. And you know standard oxidation potential value for hydrogen is considered to be what? 0.1. It is fixed according to IUPAC. Similarly, if it act as a cathode, so what will happen? The electrons will be absorbed, electron will be gained by H plus. So this reaction will occur. H plus will gain electron and convert into what? H2. You can balance the reaction. Clear this part? And again here also standard reduction potential value for H plus to H2 is considered to be what? 0 volt. In short, which reaction occurs? This reaction occurs. You can check it out. H2 reversible reaction with H plus electron half. If oxidation occurs, means this will go in this way from H to H plus electron. If reduction occurs, H plus electron comes to H2. Okay. So arbitrarily, what we are considering? SRP or SOP, oxidation potential value or reduction potential value, we are considering as a what? 0. Means neither it can lose the electron, neither it can gain the electron. Their values we are considering to be 0. Clear this part? Okay. So write down this. Okay. Now the question comes, why we are doing this assumption? Why we are doing this assumption? Okay. You can make a pause. You can write down first. Then we'll go to this assumption. Clear this part? Okay. Now see here. But see here they can lose the electron. Here they can gain the electron. But arbitrarily. Now write down. It's very important. So we have seen that she can lost electron as well as, we have seen in the reaction, above reaction, as well as it can gain electron. But arbitrarily means we are assuming, we have to say yes according to IUPAC rules. So arbitrarily, sorry for the spelling mistake, arbitrarily we are accepting the tendency means capacity, the tendency for C, that is standard hydrogen electrode, of accepting or losing electron is 0. Means neither they can lose the electron nor they can gain the electron. We are accepting arbitrarily. Why we are doing so? We are doing so because of this assumption. Because of this assumption, it becomes easy for measuring potential value of other electrode. Clear? Why we are doing so? Because if we consider this as 0, Who is 0? Standard hydrogen electrode potential value if you consider 0. Now this value is 0. Their reduction potential or their oxidation potential is 0. Now if I connect with this half cell, another cell if I connect and I make a complete cell with a salt bridge and value whatever I obtain, that value will be what? That connected electrode. This electrode is what? 0. That's why we are taking as a what? That's why we say this is as a reference electrode. In the previous slide I told you, no? This is considered to be reference electrode because of this assumption. What we are telling, she can lost electron. Yes, they can lost electron. We have seen in the reaction. They can gain electron also. Means some oxidation potential value is also there. Some reduction potential value is also there. Is there. But arbitrarily we have to accept. What we have to accept? But arbitrarily we are accepting. The tendency of she of accepting or losing is 0. Means we are accepting. We are saying yes. No, what we are saying, they cannot lose the electron, they cannot gain the electron. Means neither they can gain the electron, neither they can lose the electron. Why we are considering as a 0? Because if we consider this assumption, that's why due to this assumption we can measure the reduction potential or oxidation potential value of other electrodes. Clear this part? Now see the example. I know you are not understanding in detail. I will take one certain example so you will understand here. See. See here. Now this is she. Okay, I am rubbing this. I hope you written this everything. See. What I will do? I will take zinc. I will take zinc sulfate. I will take what? Zinc sulfate. And I will put here zinc rod. So this is zinc rod. Sorry. This is zinc rod, and this is, I say, 1 molar ZnSO4 solution. Okay, and this is one standard hydrogen electrode. I will connect here salt bridge as we have seen in electrochemical cell. This is not a new concept for you. Okay, we will connect it here salt bridge. Okay, this is everything you know. And I will connect this electrode, and I will connect this zinc electrode by means of a voltmeter. Okay. This is what? Voltmeter. When I connect, you know the electron will transfer from anode to cathode. Some electron will get transferred. Now as I connected these two, I am seeing the value here blinking is minus 0.76 volt. So what I will do, I will write down E cell. You know E naught cell. ERHS minus ELHS. Yes or no? Now I want to know, this is nothing but a what? Net cell potential value. Clear? So what I have done? ERHS means E cathode and minus E anode. Now on cathode position I have on cathode position what I have? See, E naught cell I got how much? Minus 0.76 volt. Total E naught cell how much I got? Minus 0.7. Here it will be hydrogen, here it will be zinc. Now see, what is the value for zinc? The value of zinc is, in the book also the value of zinc they have given is minus 0.76 volt. Now how I can take the value of here minus 0.76 volt? See here, this value will be 0. Yes or no? Or you can understand once more. See. See, I have connected this sheet with the zinc electrode. When I connected this, I got the value of 0.76 volt. So I will write down E naught cell. What is E naught cell? ERHS minus ELHS. Okay, ERHS means what? E cathode minus E anode. Clear? Now, okay, you can write down here 0.76 volt. So E cathode, E naught cell, E cathode means here who can be cathode? See, here zinc in the series is coming below above the hydrogen. So zinc will act as an anode and copper here hydrogen will act as a cathode. So cathode reduction occurs. So this will happen minus zinc. Clear? Now arbitrarily here E naught cell value is coming how much? 0.76. As we are connected, no, directly a voltmeter value, how much it is showing? 0.76 volt it is showing. So how the value of 0.76 I can obtain? I know I have considered this as what? 0. So minus E0 Zn plus 2 slash Zn. So what I got the value for E0 Zn plus 2 Zn? Zn plus 2 Zn I got is minus 0.76 volt, which is given at the page number 76 in your book. So zinc value for reduction potential value of zinc is how much? Minus 0.76 value. How I got? I have accepted this value as 0. Instead of zinc, if I connected here copper, see here once more. Instead of zinc, if I connected here copper, so copper, and this is CuSO4. As I connected copper, the voltmeter value will show that is 0.34 volt. Clear? The value will show how much? 0.34 volt. Now what I will do? I will write down the E naught cell. This is one complete cell. So E naught cell equal to what? E naught RHS minus E naught LHS. Clear? Now here, what happens here? Copper will act as a cathode. So here I write down here E0 cathode minus E0 anode. And if you know the electrochemical series, that potassium, sodium, if you see here, copper is coming after hydrogen. So copper will act as a what? Copper will act as a cathode, E0. So at cathode reduction, and we are taking always reduction potential value, and hydrogen. And net E naught cell, how much we are getting? We are getting 0.34 volt. So this value will be here now minus. Clear? So now what happens? E0 Cu plus 2, positive. E0 Cu plus 2 slash Cu, and reduction potential value for hydrogen is what? 0, because we are accepting now reduction potential value or oxidation potential value. We are getting considered it to be what? 0. So 0.34 volt. And therefore E0 Cu plus 2 slash Cu. How much we got? 0.34 volt. You can see in the reduction potential value, page number 71 of your NCERT textbook. Clear? So we got copper how much? 0.34 volt. Similarly, I will combine fluorine. If I combine fluorine, then I will obtain the value of 2.87. Then I combine iron. I will get. Then I combine iron. I will get the value. If I combine the iron, I will get the value near about minus 0.74. Then I will combine aurum, that is gold. I will get the value near about 1.40. Then I will combine cobalt. I will get the value of 1.81. So what I will do? I will change here the electrodes. Here I have taken just now copper. CuSO4, I got the value of copper as what? 0.34. Then I will get the value, I will keep here silver. I will get the value of silver as 0.8 volt. Then I will keep here zinc. I will get minus 0.76 volt. Then I will keep here certain other metals like iron, cobalt. Then I can take H2O2, hydrogen peroxide also. Number of electrodes I will keep here, and I will go on taking the reduction potential value. What I will do? Number of electrodes I will keep here. I will go on changing here. First I have kept what? I have kept here copper. I got some value for copper. Okay. So I got the value of copper as 0.34. Clear? Then I will keep some fluorine. I will get the value for fluorine as 2.18 volt. Then I will get the value for, I will keep here instead of copper, I have put now fluorine. Now I will keep here zinc. So instead, when I keep here zinc, I will get minus 0.76 volt. Clear? Then I will keep here H2O2. When I keep here H2O2, I will get the value 1.78 volt. Clear? Then I will get Mn, and when I keep the Mn value, I will get the value as 1.51 volt. In such a way, I will keep number of electrodes and will go on checking the values. I will not change this because I know this value is what? 0. I will not change this. I will change this electrode. This half cell I will change. I will go on changing the values. I will go on changing the electrodes. As I change the electrode, I will get number of different electrode values, standard reduction potential value. And that standard reduction potential value I will arrange in decreasing order. So the standard reduction potential value obtained by connecting with sheet. standard reduction potential value obtained, standard reduction potential value of other electrodes. Other electrode. I told you no that electrode can be copper, silver, cobalt, H2O2, manganese, iron. I will keep number of electrodes and I will obtain different value. And that value, what I will do, that value I will arrange in decreasing order. That is from higher value to the lower value. So what I will do, the standard reduction potential value of other electrode obtained. When it is obtained, when I am connecting with what? She. Arranged. Then I have to do what? I have to arrange in decreasing order. I will arrange in decreasing order. I will arrange in decreasing order. As I arrange in decreasing order, a series is obtained. A series is obtained. That series is known as EMF series. Clear? That series is known as EMF series. Okay, I will not change this sheet. The standard hydrogen electrode will not be changed. What I will change? I will change this portion. First I will keep cobalt, some value will be obtained. Then I will keep copper, some value will be obtained in here. Okay. Then I will keep iron, some value will obtain. Then I will keep zinc, some value will obtain. Then I will get H2O2, some value will be obtained. That value, now I will start to arrange in what? Decreasing order. That is from higher value to the lower value. As I start to arrange from higher value to the lower value. So initially all the value will be plus. Then 0 will come. Then all the value will be minus. So I will contain, that is from positive to 0 to negative. So I am arranging in decreasing order. Then I will obtain one series, and that series itself is say as a EMF series. You can see here. See, this is the series. Okay. See, first value is what? Which is the value first here? 2.87. Okay. This is fluorine I have put. So this fluorine will be the one of the half cell of She. Then I have taken cobalt. This will be also one of the half cell with compared to the C. Then I have taken H2O to the number of electrodes I am taking. As I am taking the number of electrodes, I will get the number of reduction potential value. As you know, She value is how much? 0. You can see, the C value for hydrogen is how much? 0. Okay. Others electrode value are comparison with what? 0. That is with hydrogen. So I will get number of reduction potential value as I change the electrode. As I change the electrode, I will get number of reduction potential value. Now that reduction potential value I will arrange in decreasing order. Decreasing order means what? From top to bottom. See here. That is from decreasing. That is from higher value to the lesser value. See, this is the high value, then going lesser, then it is coming to 0. Then again it is going negative value. So I will arrange in decreasing order. That is, first will be positive, then 0 will come, then negative. And a series I will obtain. See, this is a one series. This series itself is known as a what? EMF series. I hope you understood. Okay. So write down the book definition of EMF. Write down the book definition of EMF which are given in the previous class also. But then also you write down. Write down. When the potential of the cell is measured. When the potential of the cell is measured with reference to standard hydrogen electrode, with reference to standard hydrogen electrode, the potential of the second electrode, is known as EMF, that is electromotive force, is known as EMF, that is electromotive force. Okay, write down. Clear this part. Write down. Next, if the reduction potential value, next definition. Ready? If the reduction potential value of second electrode, which are connected with C, reduction potential value of second electrode which are connected with C, second electrodes which are connected in C, when arranged in decreasing order, the series so obtained is known as EMF series. The series so obtained is known as EMF series. EMF series. Clear this part? You can see NCERT page number 71, I guess, EMF series. Clear? Clear this part? Now we have to see, I hope this understood, okay? Now we will see what information can you derive from the EMF series. So see here. So in EMF series, we have seen that, see, hydrogen value is 0. Yes or no? That is hydrogen. Hydrogen is what? 0 volt. Now, we are comparing with hydrogen, positive value, negative value. See, above hydrogen there are positive value, and below hydrogen there are negative value. And compare. If I compare these two, that is hydrogen is 0 volt. Yes or no? And here there are positive value. So now here who will be less? Hydrogen. So always hydrogen will act as a anode, and here whatever metal will be there, it will act as a cathode. So it will form like this, M plus M. So what does it indicate? So see here, this is hydrogen, this is 0 volt, and this is positive value of series. Any positive value of series, the number of positive values in series. So what does it indicate? What does it tell us? It tells us, first point, it tells us that as compared to hydrogen, the positive values electrode will act as cathode. Will act as cathode because I told you now one shortcut. Less value, whose less value? Less reduction potential value. Less value, anode. At anode, oxidation. More value, cathode. At cathode, reduction occur. Clear? Now here hydrogen and M plus M. So hydrogen value will be 0 volt. And here positive value. So 0 and positive. Who is always less? Hydrogen will be less. So what will act as a anode? What will undergo? Oxidation. So other case, which is in the contact with this. These are two in contact. So now this is having positive value. Means more value as compared to hydrogen. So it will on the cathode. And cathode what occurs? Reduction. Means reduction means what? Strong. Oxidizing agent? Yes or no? Because one who undergo reduction, there will be what? Oxidizing agent. So positive value in the series indicates what? The positive value in the series indicates they are the strong oxidizing agent as compared to what? Hydrogen. Positive value in the series, it indicates what? It indicates that positive value, it indicates what? They are strong oxidizing agent as compared to hydrogen. Clear this part? Next portion we will see. Again I will take one hydrogen and I will take hydrogen is 0 volt and here certain value will be negative. You can see after hydrogen there are certain electrodes which are having the value as negative. So here negative. Now see here, who is less in these two? This negative will be less. Yes or no? So less value. Less value means what? Anode. And anode means what? Oxidation. So here metal will undergo what? Oxidation means M will form M plus or M plus N suppose. Yes or no? M plus N. Now who is lesser value? This is the lesser value. So negative. So less. So this is the less value as compared to hydrogen. Yes or no? Hydrogen is 0 and this value is negative. So who is less? This negative value. Less value means what? Anode. Yes or no? And in anode what occurs? Oxidation means they are acting as a what? Anode as compared to what? Hydrogen. And anode what occurs? Oxidation means here what will go? Reduction. And oxidation means what? Strong reducing agent. Yes or no? So negative value in the series indicates what? Negative value in the series indicates they are the strong reducing agent than the hydrogen. So write down here one point. Negative value. Write down chalo. Negative value means the redox couple. Negative value means the redox couple. Means the redox couple is strong reducing agent. Negative value means the redox couple is strong reducing agent. Is strong reducing agent than hydrogen. It's a strong reducing agent than hydrogen. The negative value of E naught cell indicates what? They are the strong reducing agent as compared to hydrogen. Positive value indicates, positive value of E naught cell indicates positive value of E naught cell indicates they are the strong oxidizing agent. They are the strong oxidizing agent as compared to hydrogen. So positive value indicates what? They are the strong oxidizing agent or strong oxidizing agent as compared to hydrogen. In some book, see, strong oxidizing agent, or can I write like this also? Weak reducing agent, yes or no? One MCM. If they are strong oxidizing agent, then what? Weak reducing agent. So I can write another sentence also. Negative value of E naught cell indicates that they are strong oxidizing agent as compared to hydrogen. Positive value of E naught cell indicates they are the weak reducing agent. Instead of strong oxidizing agent, what I have told? They are weak reducing agent as compared to the hydrogen. Clear this part? Okay. I hope this understood that what does the E naught cell positive value means and what does the E naught cell negative value means. Positive value means they are the weak reducing agent as compared to hydrogen, and negative value indicates they are the strong reducing agent as compared to hydrogen. Clear this part? Okay. Now see, we will see a bit small topic, that is what information can be obtained from the series. So that is not important question, but for your knowledge you should remember what information from EMF series. And these EMF series values, see, remember this EMF series value will be given in the question. So you should not remember, you should not mug up these values, okay? This will be given in the question itself. Need not to worry. Just remember for hydrogen, how much? 0. Clear? But for other electrode it will be given in the question. Clear this part? So what information? First information, we can obtain reduction potential value. That is, we can obtain standard reduction potential value for number of electrodes. Yes or no? You can see. Open that page number and see. Check it out. Don't simply sit. Page number 71 in NCERT you can find. See, this type of table will be there. Okay. This type of table will be there. Okay. Search in your NCERT textbook. Okay. So what first information we can obtain is what? We can obtain SRP, that is standard reduction potential. See, this series is based on standard reduction potential because according to IUPAC. Clear? So from this series you can obtain only what? SRP, that is standard reduction potential. Okay. So second point. First information what we can obtain? We can obtain standard reduction value for number of electrodes, for cobalt, for copper, for zinc, for hydrogen, for MnO2, for iron, many. Clear this part? Next, we can decide who will act as anode and cathode. Yes or no? And I gave you the shortcut. What was the shortcut? Lesser value SRP, anode. Lesser the value SRP, this all value means which value? SRP value. Okay? SRP value. So lesser the value of SRP, they will act as anode oxidation. I have here minus 0.76 and one value is 0.34. Who is less? In these two, this is less. Means this will act as what? Anode. And this will act as a cathode. In this way I am telling you. Yes or no? I have two values. Minus 0.76 and I have 0.34. Who is less? Minus 0.76 less. So lesser value SRP. Guarantee this is zinc. This will act as anode. At anode what occurs? Oxidation. More the value of SRP. See, in comparison of these two, this is the more value. More the value, cathode. Guarantee this will act as a cathode. So we can decide who will act as anode and cathode. Third, tendency. We can also see the tendency of receiving electron and gaining of electron. Yes or no? We can see tendency of receiving electron and gaining of electron. This is also based on this one, you know. They will, if any electrode acting as anode, they will lose electron. Yes or no? Sorry, here tendency of losing electron or gaining electron. Sorry. Okay, so if they act as an anode, they will lose the electron. If they act as a cathode, they will gain the electron. So by seeing the values, we can decide the tendency, we can know the tendency of which electrode will act as a what. Then next you can write down, okay, next we can write down one who act as anode. They undergo oxidation. Yes or no? They undergo oxidation, and we know if the electrode is of active metal, if the electrode is of active metal, it will dissolve if it is anode. Yes or no? So this also we can determine. See, one who act as an anode. Suppose we come to know from this is, oh, this will act as anode, and that anode electrode is from the active metal electrode like zinc or copper. Yes, so we can understood that, oh, this electrode is active electrode, hence it will get dissolved. Okay, so this certain information you can obtain from the EMF series. Clear this part? You can study your textbook, NCERT textbook, more points will get. Most of the things have been covered here. Okay, thank you.